So I've decided that I'm gonna go vegan for 30 days. Vegetarian and veganism are two things that are becoming more and more popular in today's world, especially in more major cities such as Pittsburgh, where I live. I'm choosing to do this challenge not only because I want to do something out of my norm. I've never ate this way whatsoever in my entire 28 years of life, but I also want to see what, if any, changes or impact this will have on my life. So, here we go. Let's do it. So I purged out my whole entire refrigerator from any meat or dairy products that were in here, which means I've got to do some shopping. Let's go. All right, so I just got to the grocery store. Let's go find some stuff. Man, it's freaking cold out here, but I got some good stuff. I'm excited. All right, so I've never seen this happen before ever, but when I was just inside the store doing my grocery shopping, I heard clapping going on. I went over to see what was happening, and there was a woman in there that was giving a speech to customers and to reporters, and her speech was about sustainability.
And today we're announcing a very important step, we believe, in protecting our environment for the future generations.
Now, she was talking about the use of plastic bottles and plastic bags and, trying to get people to be more aware of those things and try to get people to switch over to more reusable bottles and reusable bags. I just think it's so weird that that happened, and I saw that right when I was in there buying all my stuff for this vegan challenge, because I think the two things really go hand in hand. A month shy of 2020, but still things are just now slowly being more and more and more talked about and discussed to the public, and trying to just get people more educated on agriculture and the environment and all these different things. And I think that has a lot to do with why I'm doing this challenge, to try to educate myself, to try to just do something different. I just thought that was super ironic that that happened while I was in there. It gave me a good story to tell, and yeah, so I'm gonna keep this going. So I'll see you soon. So I'm done shopping and I got a lot of good stuff and I'm really pumped about it. One cool thing with me doing this is I actually have a lot of friends that have been longtime vegans, and I hang out with them a lot and I see what they eat, and they've kind of told me what's good and what's not good. So knowing that going into this shopping, I had a little foot in the door. So I think I've got some good stuff and I'm pumped to try it all out. Okay, so after grocery shopping over the past couple days and collecting a surplus of vegan items, I've got a lot. I'm gonna show you some right now. I'm not gonna show you any vegetables or fruits or anything because that's not very exciting, but just strictly the new vegan stuff that I can't wait to try out. Here we go. Okay, fun fact in case you guys didn't know, Oreos are vegan. Like, what? Oreos are literally, they don't have anything in them that's dairy. I'm cooking my first ever Beyond Burger. It's a 100% plant-based patty, and I've had the Impossible Burger before, and to be honest, it's incredible in my opinion. It actually used to be at the restaurant that I used to work at in my no drinking video, and I'm curious to see how the Beyond Burger tastes. I've heard good things. Oh wow, I just flipped it over and it completely looks like real meat. Just as meaty. Dude, I'm pumped. All right, here we go. My first bite ever of Beyond Burger. Cheers.
Bruh.
This whole vegan thing ain't half bad. What's going on, guys? I'm out and about right now. I just got some iced coffee, and I just wanted to jump on and give you a little update about how things are going. Before I went into this, anything I ever read about, transitioning into vegetarian or veganism or anything like that, they say that you should do it gradually. Start by cutting certain things out little by little until you get to where you want to be. Whereas for me doing this challenge, I cut every single thing out at once. In doing that, I thought it was going to be very, very hard, and I was going to want to cheat, and I was going to be craving so much stuff, and I quickly learned that really hasn't been the case. It's in fact been a little bit easy because there are so many really, really good vegan meals that you can have that are incredible. And there's so many different substitutes nowadays, for substituting for dairy or eggs or this and that, and make things taste just as good. And also, in doing some research, I watched a handful of documentaries, which I will put in the description. You should check out. They're very well done, very good, but it definitely made the process a lot easier. They're very eye-opening. You learn a lot, and it kind of just makes you really just not even want to contribute to the whole matter. It definitely makes it a little bit easier when you watch some of the things that they show and learn about the new studies nowadays. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about. I just wanted to give you an update about how things are going. I'm excited that they're going pretty well, and so I will see you guys soon. So like I said earlier in this video, I have a lot of friends that are vegan, so I hit up my good buddy Neil and asked him if I could come over and talk to him about his experiences. So I will say that one thing that I've noticed in doing this is that I don't get that food coma. I don't feel like complete and total crap after I eat and want to just take a nap. I kind of just eat, feel full, satisfied.
That's totally right. So that's how I feel, dude. I eat and never feel tired afterwards. I'm satisfied and I feel like I got a good meal, but I'm ready for the next thing.
Yeah.
People kind of have this preconceived notion that vegans are uptight and judgmental and whatnot, but that's not really the case. It's a decision you have to roll with if it feels right, because any positive change you can make, cutting meat out for whatever reason, health benefits, environmental benefits, it doesn't have to be because you're trying to put your nose in the air. Mm-hmm. It's not that at all, and it's never been that. But for somebody not sure about it, media has portrayed it like that in certain lights.
If there's anybody watching this right now that is considering making the transition or eating plant-based or vegan, what would be your number one suggestion?
Another hard thing about transitioning to veganism is that people identify a lot with the American diet. It can define in some people's minds their masculinity. It can define their culture. It can define what they're gonna do Sunday for tailgating. You don't want to be the only person in the parking lot who's chugged 30 Coors Lights and won't eat a hot dog. But one thing you don't have to do is feel bad about what you're eating, especially whenever it's beneficial for you and the planet.
Yeah, for sure. So before I bring this video to an end, I got some plant-based ground meat, and I was thinking about making a wrap with it, so I figured why not make an unnecessarily epic montage of me doing that. So here you go. Wow, that's good. What's going on, guys? The challenge is officially over. And in fact, it's actually been about a week since my 30 days were done, and I've been sticking with the vegan thing the whole time. So in saying that, I want to just quickly share with you a little bit about my experience, some results, and some things I've learned. So let's talk about some results. So like I talked about a little bit earlier with Neil, one of the main things I noticed doing this is that after I ate a meal, I didn't feel like complete and total crap. I didn't get that bloated, just immediately want to take a nap, lethargic feeling. I ate, felt full, but felt satisfied, and that was definitely a plus. I will say though that the first week that I was doing this, when I still had some meat and dairy products in my refrigerator, I wasn't really eating that much, solely because I didn't really know exactly what to eat yet or what to buy. But once I started talking to some people and went to the grocery store, I kind of got my groove going. So there has to be some give and take. You kind of got to learn some certain things and look up some things, but I guess that was the excitement of it, and I got a lot of really good stuff and tried a lot of really good stuff this month, so it was great. But I will say that when I went to the grocery store and was buying a bunch of stuff, I realized quickly that when you are living this vegan lifestyle, you really have to pay a lot of attention. When you're just vegetarian, you just cut out meat and that's it. But when it comes to veganism, there are so many things that you wouldn't think that have milk in them or have eggs in them, or even gelatin is not vegan. They use animal bones to make gelatin, which is so weird. Why they can't use something else, I do not know. But if you're eating a gummy bear thinking that it's not meat or dairy, so it's vegan, well, that's just not the case. It's very bizarre. And if something even says a veggie patty, well, that might not mean that it's vegan, because it might have eggs in it. You find yourself picking up things and reading the back and picking up things and reading the back, and just becoming very conscious and aware of what you are eating and what you are putting in your body. And I guess on the other side of that, it's a positive thing, because you really are being super aware of what you are consuming and putting in your body. That's a good thing. A lot of people don't really want to take the time to do that. They find it very inconvenient, and I get that. But I wanted to try it out this month and see how it went, and I personally did not mind it at all. I actually thought it was pretty interesting. Also, you can definitely be vegan, but still be unhealthy. I mean, if you're just eating nothing but French fries or processed soy or fake meats, then that's really kind of just as bad as, doing what you were doing. Now, going into this for me, I knew that I was gonna try a lot of that stuff, and I wanted to. I've never really lived in this vegan food world, and I knew there was a lot of things out there that I wanted to try. And not all of it is bad, everything in moderation. I found a lot of really, really good foods, sauces, all these things that I really, really enjoyed. I mean, some just as much as meat and dairy. And I will put some down in the descriptions. You should definitely check them out. Even if you're not vegan, they're just really good. All right, now I wanna talk a little bit about the challenges I had doing this. Going out to eat. Going out to eat, is pretty difficult. But like I said, I live here in Pittsburgh, where a lot of the restaurants have options. But when I go home to my small town, there just really isn't those kind of options. It's really just the chains, and there's really not that much to offer. And it kind of makes you think, if meat and dairy are so bad for us, then why is it just constantly promoted everywhere? But a bunch of places are now adding vegan options to their stores. I actually just found out last week in a hometown restaurant is changing their menu in January, and they are adding vegetarian and vegan options. So I feel like a lot more places and people are moving towards that direction. And hey, if I can contribute to my health or the environment or this planet that we live on, because hey, this is where we are, so why not give it a try? And I'm not sitting here and saying that I'm never gonna ever have those things ever again. I would really like to stick to more the plant-based type lifestyle and use those things as more of the moderate treats. All in all, in conclusion, I really actually enjoyed doing this. And like I said, it's been over a week and I've still stuck with it, so it must not be that bad. So if I helped anybody out with any information, or you just wanted to sit and watch somebody be vegan for a month and see how it went, then that is super cool. If you are still here watching me talk right now, then I love you and I appreciate you. And please subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more videos planned going into this new year. Thank you. Peace out. Have a good day.